Hello and welcome to the Trade Ideas Market Recap for Tuesday, February the 10th. My name is Barry Anderson. I'm the moderator of the trading room. This is the address to get into the room, and you can log in with your Facebook or your Twitter account. Okay, well, two pretty good trades to go over today. One of them was from the pre-market. Coupons.com was just killed. Let's take a look at where it closed yesterday. So here it closed yesterday at around 1457 and it hit a low in the pre-market. Well, actually, this was yesterday. Earnings were released in the post-market or aftermarket yesterday. Hit a low of 958. So we're talking on a $14 stock, 1450. So we're talking about a $6, $6, $5, sorry, $5 drop. So, this was something that we had to watch in the morning, and so that was the one that was my favorite one. There were a couple others. Let's see, which ones were those? Yeah, CSC and LH, but my definitely wanted to concentrate on this one. Now, I know there were people probably who got into it right here, and I was not one of them. This was not a good enough entry for me. I mean, what I want is I love this action right here, but would have liked to seen this candle, maybe like a much narrower 5-minute candle, and maybe a couple of them, and then a pop. All right, to set up some kind of a stop. Because if you get in here, like, where's your stop? I mean, remember now, this is probably zooming up really quickly. So where are you going to put your stop? So I decided to wait on it, but you know what? The whole number aspect was just and 10. I figured was such a psychological barrier to overcome, and if it got through it, I thought, okay, it could be on the way to the races. So look at this action right here. So you see this the giant 5-minute candle. Look, the sellers tried to drive it back down. The buyers pushed it up, but then the sellers took over again. So you have this little pullback, and then this action right there, right around 990. So this is, I think these are the tops of these two candles around 990. Well, it says 988, but so once it broke through this little area here, and then it surged through 10. I took the trade. This actually was again, these are 5-minute candles, so this action was about 2 or 3 minutes just under the whole number. And we're talking about that in the trading room. And so I had to be really quick because I was going to take the trade once it got over 10, and I put in I guess, well, not I guess, it was an anticipatory order at 10:03. So I got some shares right here, and it went right through. And I sold half of them at 10:51. Was really hoping that this would be one of those ones that I got $1 on, but it just stalled, right there at 11. I needed a bid of 11:03, as I said in the room, and so it kind of got a little careless because I probably should have taken the trade out right around here, but I did end up taking the second half out at 10:64. So from 10:03 to 10:51 to 10:64, great percentage gain for this stock. Now let's take a look at the daily on it, and this will be something I will be continuing to watch because again, here's this huge gap. So it would be, excuse me, it would be great if it could finish over $10 today, not have to, so you don't have to worry about trying to struggle through the 10. And so this is definitely something that you should be watching for the next few days to see if it can fill some of this gap. This is what we like to see. We like to see this big void between the right here because there's no technical reason for the stock to stop. I mean, it doesn't mean it's going to go up, of course, but it's not going to be stopped because of some technical reason on the chart. The next one was HCP, and HCP came from my bounce list, excuse me, and it was right there, 41.75 at 9:46. So let's take a look at what it looked like there. Let's get the daily or the 5-minute chart up again. And so what did I say? I said at 41.75. So right in, sorry. I know how to do this. Just a minute here. I have to move it back. Sorry about that. Okay. So 41.75, so right around this area here. So here is the action that I was alerted to. All these beautiful red candles down. Now you see, now this is a little bit squirrely here, but they're starting to narrow, all right? And again, when I start to see that action, a little bit of narrowing in the candles, that's starting to tell me. I mean, here's a nice tail here. So the sellers tried to drive it down even further, but the buyers took over. And then, this little action here looked like it was starting to settle down. And so on right here on this candle and breaking through the whole number, you know how I love the break through the whole number. And I took the trade at 42.07 and I offloaded some at 42.34. And again, this almost gave me a dollar. 43.04, 42.07 was the my buy, and it hit 43.04. Didn't quite get there. I was really hoping. In fact, that I was kind of joking in the room. I think right around here was when coupon was going up, and this one was going up, and I was kind of saying maybe I'll get a dollar on both of them, but wasn't to be. But you can see here that it is come back, and I might have to, the market still has a little about more than an hour to go. Might have to take a look at this one now that it's popped through 43 again. But I did take off the second half right here at 42.57. So again, first half 42.07, 42.34 to lock in some profit, and then right here, and quite frankly, I mean, I should have taken some off more here. It's more that I was really hoping that I would, this little candle here, I was thinking, okay, maybe it'll survive and it won't keep going down. But on this one, I just had to take it off. So, but here we are, 43.08. So maybe I might be taking this trade again. What do we got up here? And this is, excuse me, the pre-market 44.01. So there's still, a lot of room. Yeah, what's this one right there? 43.05. So I'm not sure. Oh, of course, why? There we go, 43.08. So that not bad action right here. Little break through the whole number. Hmm. Maybe I'll take the trade. Let me see. I just want to do the last one, and that was Apache. Apache oil. Oil was beat up again today. Excuse me. And Apache came from the bounce play again. Let me just see. Bring this back. It wasn't so much I was alerted to it. No, that's my best 10. Sorry about that. Here we go, the bouncers. Here we go. Here's my bounce play at 64.83. Now I didn't take it way back then. I was watching it. I should have. I mean, 64.83 is right yeah, right in this area here. So it was the first case, but again, I didn't see the right setup for me, and then it started chopping around. But again, over the whole number. So when I saw this action here, kind of stabilizing, and I decided that, sorry about that. So you see how this rose up here, then all of a sudden we had this massive drop, and oil was dropping at the same time. And so, but what intrigued me about it is that it looked like it was going to put in a little bit of a bottom. So I was looking for maybe a bit of a scalp trade here. Here's the bottom there, 65.24, 65, I think that's 20. So as on this action right here, in this 5-minute candle right here, I took it at 65.30 and I was going to put my stop right there. So it was going to be a very tight stop. And so essentially kind of a scalp trade. And so I was zoomed up. Remember though, this red candle was green all the way up here, and then we had the sell off. But I was able to get rid of half of it at 65.58. And then I really because I took some of the profit right here, I was able to hold on here. Even though it touched my buy, I decided to hold on to see if if it could get back up. On this candle, again, it looked like it was going to get back up, but it as it it didn't. As it came back down, I sold it at 65.40. So this arrow should really be right over. Well, I can't move it. I don't know why it doesn't want to move, but it should be right there. And you can see that this is just all over the place. Very untradeable right here. As a day trader anyway, it's untradeable right here. But not a bad little play. Again, we saw the big the big downturn in it, wiping out all these gains here, but then a bit of a that's not a consolidation. I mean, two candles does not make a consolidation. But with the narrowing with this candle, I thought, okay, with a very tight stop, it was worth the risk, and it worked out really well. So that is it. Let me just back to HCP, see what's happening here. Yeah, well, I'm going to keep an eye on it. I mean, for 4304, if it can hold 43 and probably get above here, maybe 43.10, I might take the trade. Say we have another hour left to go. So, but anyway, that's it for today. Not that much action, but the two trades, the coupon and the HCP, decent trades. Certainly, I would take them. I would take them all day long. So let me just bring back the cover page. And again, here's how to get into the room. And you can log in with your Facebook, your Twitter account. And I hope to see you in the trading room tomorrow.